Welcome to the Narrowboat at Jamesville. Hope you're well. Thanks for joining me. Well, it is Bank Holiday Monday over here in the UK, and it is, well, it's about midday now. I've been up since 5 in the morning. I've got a new neighbour, lovely bloke. He's got a dog and a cat. Dog's cool, keeps himself to himself. The cat, at 5 o'clock this morning, decided to jump on my roof and knock off the work saw bench thing. So I like bolted upright, completely cacked myself. So I've been up for hours, but I've made use of the time. I've hoovered the place, I've had a decent breakfast, and it's now time to crack on with getting these two bits done. I've also been over to the other stack of pine doors, and I've taken off a bunch of hinges. So I'm going to kind of clean these up. I just want to see if these are going to fit on though. If these are going to kind of be in the right. Yeah, they should be alright. That should work, but I'll give them a go. If not, I'll have to come up with a different solution. Also, I was thinking these might work on the sides here, to bring up that piece, obviously on the underside of it. So go like that and bring the piece up to there. I've just got to work out the dimensions of all of this, because I think that the wall might be at the wrong height for that to fit flush. I could have it slightly lower. I don't really want to, because that bit's ugly. Although I've got an iron-on strip or something for that. Anyway, that's the plan. So I'm having my 50th cup of coffee for the day. Right, let's crack on. So on this side here, I've put in a batten going up the side. Everything can be fixed by inserting a batten, basically. But I put a batten in there, and that is where the hinges are going to mount to. Right. That's those two tidied up nicely. Now, these are being mounted. This is the opening end of the cupboard. So these are going to be mounted like that. And I'm assuming that the barrel needs to be flush with the door. So this bit here needs to be on the side panel. Okay, so now that's well on the piss. Let's see what it looks like when I put it on. It's got a bit of give in it, so we'll see. I'm just questioning now whether I should mount the lower hinge higher up, which is what you tend to do on doors. It's a perspective thing. Or should I? What should I do? Does it make a difference? Yeah, I should. It's a perspective thing. And I think the rule is it's 1.5 of whatever the height at the top of the door is. So if I put, that's the bottom. So if that one was to go with a gap of, that wants to be 15 up, and therefore that's got to be 10. Okay, that's the first one in. Right, that's what it looks like, obviously. Now I'm going to offer that up, just going to check the hinges of, yeah, they seem okay. Right, so I'm going to see if this works now. This is the batten I've put on this side purely to put the hinges onto. And the hinges are going to sit a little bit, proud of that, they're going to sit a little bit onto that melamine, but I don't think that's going to be that much of a big deal. I've cleaned them up, they're only kind of on temporarily just so I can get an idea for where I am with this. Putting a few kind of marking holes to work out where. Oh, I hate doing this with my foot. So if I put it in these, I'm just doing the top and bottom ones. There's 4 holes in this, so if I get it wrong, I can still get a decent fix with the other holes. That's not bad. Just means everything has got to be lined up really for it to line up. But I can put a little stopper in there. Let's see what it's like with the rest of the hinges on. Yeah. The inside needs to be cleaned up slightly. That's pretty good. Just want to check if I got that right. Yeah. It's amazing, the perspective thing, you just never really think of it, but it definitely works. It definitely makes a difference. So now I need to make a cutout on the top here to match that one. Kind of going from there up to there. From there to there, we go. Sweet, well that was actually fairly painless. Now I've got to do the other one on that side. Yeah, I like that. Right, so I'm going to cut that off now. Yeah, and that opens quite square against the thing in the fridge as well. Yeah, it's the same size. Sweet. Well, that's all right. Now I'm starting to think it looks okay with all the pine. I think maybe just with the drawers it looked a bit weird, but now, I don't know, now we've got to put the other piece on there still. But that works well. Still got nice easy opening, it doesn't impede me at all. Decent close, nice line given what it is. The advantage of using clearly reclaimed stuff is the fact that when it doesn't fit, you know, you got a bit more allowance with it. You give yourself a bit more tolerance, but also so do others. So yeah, that's all right. I think I'm gonna swap that batten there, or certainly paint it and see what happens with that. These have come up nice, they're all smooth. Now I've kind of ground them down a bit. But yeah, that's decent. Right, something I've come up against doing this side is once I put the plinth in there, then basically the door is going to want to have to sit inside this upright here, which, well, I'm not going to, I could do it like that, but it's better if it was to hide this, and the problem is that is basically too far forward. I can't take this out because it supports the hobs up here. So what I think I'm going to have to do is use the trusty multi-tool and cut the thickness of the door out of this and try to do it really well, which is not going to be easy at all, so that the door sits flush. I think that's going to be the best way to do it, because the door's always going to be covering it, so even if it's not a brilliant finish, you're never going to see it. You'll only ever see it when the door's open, and I'm sure I'll better get some kind of something to mask it. Yeah, sorry, I'm doing that. Right, so rather scarily, this is the line, the inside line is the line I've got to cut out of the side of the carcass, and then I've got a line to cut out there as well. Not particularly looking forward to doing this. Oh, I forgot that splinters like anything. Well, that's not that bad, considering. Right, I'm about to rip down some of this pine plank just because I need a wider piece than the batten provides for the cupboard behind this one here. So I'm taking off a 6cm strip basically up here, the height of the door. I've chosen the best part of this plank, a bit without the moss, if you can see that. Cut this batten down to size again, and when you're using a jigsaw, or when I'm using a jigsaw, shall I say, on quite a thick piece of timber, the blade sometimes bends to one side. So on this, as a result of which, this angle here and this side kind of was on a taper. So I'm just using this plane, which I think is made for plasterboard, but it works really, really well. And all the shavings are really good at lighting fires. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. I've cut this door down, kind of just on the first rough cut. This batten here I just need to take out because obviously this door needs to fit with inside the carcass. So obviously just going with the multi-tool, just got to take out kind of 20mm, something like that. Right, here's the last cupboard. that works pretty well. That definitely needs a magnet on it. But that's brilliant. Makes the kitchen look, sorry Galley, makes Galley look good. See if I can open these drawers. Oh yes. Perfect. Right, out you come. Well, that's it at the moment. I like the look of that. I'll obviously paint that side there, and I need to put the handle in up there. But I definitely chose the right thing to have it overhang that side. That's brilliant. And there's a clearance there. That's the clearance I had to make for the hinges to get the drawers out. That passes clearly. That's good. Right, let's cut out that handle. Well, I've just had a little break and done a systems check for tomorrow, and as long as my mobile phone is positioned up there on the windowsill, it all seems to work. So my 10 AM meeting tomorrow should go ahead without hiccup. Well, I think I can live with it like this. I'm not 100% sure it's going to stay like this. I think it might be painted, but at least it works. All the doors and drawers open. They'll sit nice and square. All the lines work. The hinges are a bit lost, to be honest, in this dark wood. So I think I might sand it down and paint it. But I'll do some test pieces and work out what a decent way of finishing it is. I don't know if the kind of the whitewash look would work, or whether I need lots of thick paint just so it looks like, well, so it doesn't look like pine basically. Well, I'm starting to flag a bit now. I kind of feel like I finished the Galley drawers and cupboard doors. Certainly for the time being. I think I'm going to keep it as it is. As I said, for the time being, I might introduce some colour to it, but I'll probably do that once everything else is kind of done on the boat, purely just for time reasons, but also because at that point I'll know more about how it should look. Obviously I've got a white fridge coming, so that's going to obviously affect the look of it at the moment, so I'll just hold off with that. But I'm really happy with how they've gone. This reclaim stuff's worked a treat. I've got obviously loads of it, so I'm now kind of looking around the boat at other things I can do with it. I'm not going to do the fireplace with it because I've got enough oak. I think I've got enough oak to do something with that, but yeah, maybe some shelves, something like that. I'd like to do, I've got some glasses on the boat and I need to come up with some way of kind of storing glasses. You can't really put them in a cupboard, and I haven't really got anywhere else for them really, so I'm gonna have to come up with something like that. Again, with the drawers I need to put some inserts in for plates and things, so make those drawers a bit more usable. But yeah, the Galley's working really well. I'm happy with how it's coming along. So yeah, plenty of stuff to crack on with, but I hope you guys have all had a really nice long bank holiday weekend. Until next time, bye bye.